Hello, friends, and welcome to Shadowplay Novella, Capitulo uno. Friends, this reading is going to be covering your money and your career and what you need to know now. So, what is a Shadowplay Novella? It is just going to be a series of collective readings that I'm going to be posting regularly. I'm shooting for weekly, so you'll have to let me know how you like this format. But each reading is going to cover a different topic in your life. So, whatever you feel drawn to or called to listen to. They will be numbered. You do not have to listen to them in order, but if you do, it might be telling your story. So there's no specific kind of thing that we're looking into. We're just going to be seeing what comes through today in regards to your money and career. Keep in mind, friends, it is a collective reading on YouTube. So if you're not vibing with the energy, if it's confusing or triggering in any kind of way, just know that I just may not be picking up on your energy today. And that's okay. That does happen. All right, collective. Thank you so much for joining me here today, friends. Let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for the collective. Messages for my collective, please. Career and money messages. What do they need to know right now whenever they come across this reading about their money and career? What does the collective need to know about their money and career? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective, please. What do they need to know about their money and career? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective, please. What do they need to know about their money and career? What do they need to know? Messages for my collective. What do they need to know about their money and career? Some of you guys are bored. Maybe you're bored at work, or you're bored and then you end up kind of spending money because you're bored. Doesn't have to be. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So yeah, maybe you're not really like satisfied with where things are at. Maybe you feel a little overlooked. You're wondering if it's time to move on. Maybe you don't feel like you're as successful as you want to be. We have the Page of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. What do they need to know about their money and career? Maybe you guys have tried to make something work and it's just not going anywhere. It's not growing. Maybe you feel like there's been some like false starts. Maybe you've had some leads and then they've kind of dropped off for those of you that are looking for work. So I see a new opportunity here, especially for those of you that are a boss or are actively looking for work or are actively doing something that can bring you opportunities like collaborations. Maybe you create something or you're building something. I do feel like there is an opportunity here. I also want to say, like, I think part of the challenge has been maybe how long something has taken, or maybe it's your own expectation as to how long something should take. Because there is this feeling here of I'm not happy. Now, others of you just have to admit that maybe you have kids, or maybe you have family obligations, or you have other things going on that do slow down your time, or they have kind of had an impact as to how quickly something can happen right now. All right, tell me about the Six of Swords. The Devil. There's Capricorn energy. Honestly, I do not mind it in a career reading. I know, I'm such a masochist sometimes, but hey, that devil tells me by any means necessary, I'm going to secure the coin. By any means necessary, I'm going to make this shit happen. Also, Capricorns in the career field, you have a Capricorn friend or you are one. Go to them for advice. They'll probably have a good suggestion or two to give. They're usually very grounded and very practical when it comes to money and work matters. Now, maybe some of you guys now on the downside, the shadow of the devil in a career reading, it could mean workaholic. It could mean we are overdoing it. We're burning ourselves out and we're not really getting anywhere. This could also mean we're moving on from a toxic work environment, or maybe you had a toxic family thing that was affecting, again, the current circumstances. It did slow things down, but it did not stop you. I do feel like you guys are making progress currently. And I do want to tell you guys, especially if you listen to this when it posts, I do feel that by Capricorn season, you're going to feel that things are getting better. It took longer than you wanted them to, but they are getting better. There's disappointment coming through here over not reaching a goal a milestone, not feeling stable or secure, or feeling like you haven't reached that level of success that you would like to um, in your career or in your finances. I am picking that up, but whatever change you had to make, this leaving this devil, or working with the devil, whatever it may be, if it was a sacrifice you had to make, or something that you just had to go into overdrive for a while just to kind of get yourself out of there, I don't necessarily see it as a setback. I kind of see that it's kind of setting you up to be able to get to that stability that you want. You can't build a foundation on jello. And maybe that's kind of what was going on, where life was like, hey, this isn't working out for you right now for a reason, because you're not going to be able to have that thing that you really want if you keep building on this ground. So that could have been, it takes us sometimes longer to realize that or see that. Tell me why the Page of Wands. My ears are ringing. Yeah, okay. So the challenge could have also been that you guys had to stay in places and spaces that were fun, they were exciting, but maybe you outgrew them, or maybe you were working with other people that just weren't really on your vibe. We're not saying we don't like these people. We're not saying that we didn't have things in common or anything like that. It just feels like it just didn't support the growth anymore. And there's a feeling here to maybe evaluate. I do feel like you guys had, you know, I'm not putting blame on you guys, but there is a feeling of by choice I stayed here, or by choice okay, even if you didn't make a decision, that is a decision. So it's like, by choice I didn't make a choice, and that was a choice. I hope that makes sense, but that's what's coming through here. If you know that's not for you, then that's not for you. But I do see you guys making progress. Like I said, this could just be talking about things that you guys have dealt with. um, for those of you that are currently looking for a job, I do feel like you're going to have one that comes up that maybe you feel this is it. You may get a little excited about it, and then you don't get it. Don't get too bummed out about that, because in hindsight, you're going to realize that that maybe wasn't the best place or the best collaboration for you. It may look really good on the surface, but once you got in there, it wasn't going to be. Um, it wasn't going to be it. Yeah, I wasn't going to go anywhere. So don't get too hung up, and that's not a reflection of your success. That's not a reflection of the future for you. This is just life telling you, hey, that's not for you. I do think that life keeps kind of showing you, hey, that's not for you. And I know that it feels like obstacles. And I'm not saying that, some of you don't face more obstacles than the others, but there's one particular thing that's coming through here that you're not going to get, or it's not going to move forward, because it wasn't going to end up being what you wanted it to. So there's a lot of frustration here, because sometimes our ego gets triggered, because maybe we're used to being really, really good at what we do, or our age, or the this or the that. And then we kind of get humbled in some way. And there is a little bit of humbling, because it's like, I know what I'm worth, or I know what I can do. I know my value. I know what I've done. I can do it. I can do it. And then there's a feeling of this doesn't go through, and then it gets you very frustrated. But again, you can't focus. I know it's hard, because we all live day to day. Like every day, you're living your own life, so it's just going to take time, and maybe a constant reminder for yourself that if something isn't working out, like truly remembering that it's because it's not for you. Okay, so here's the thing. I do see you guys eventually getting to the level of success that you want. And I say eventually because life happens. Life can be unpredictable, and everyone's path is different. But I do see you guys growing and expanding, and I do think that throughout next year, whenever you watch this reading, it's fine, but it's posting in November of 2024. I do think that through 2025, you are going to see growth and change, but it is after allowing yourself to shed and evolve and let things be, let things stay where they are. And like, it's almost like you're always creating a new opportunity. So don't get stuck on one kind of thing that doesn't work out, because you're constantly over here. It's like you got all kinds of seeds planted. Um, and it's just a matter of time before they grow. I also see you guys connecting with either new people, new coworkers, or new friends that open up ideas. They bring in ideas where it's not necessarily their idea, but maybe they say something and it sparks an idea within you, or you meet them and then they tell you of something and then you get an idea for something else, or maybe they're even involved in collaborating and helping something make something happen. Um, if you guys find yourself in a space of feeling jealous or feeling like there's a healthy level of competition, especially, it just depends on what your career is. You may need a healthy dose of that competitive nature. Um, but just be aware that it's not overboard. If you're feeling at any point jealous, it just means you're pushing too hard. It's like yours is coming. There's a sense here of not looking to others for the path, because you're on your own. You're on your own path. It's like you can't compare it. I do want to suggest, for those of you that have dreams that you remember, I know not everyone does, it might be a good time to journal. There might be something that comes through, maybe even an idea that you think of like first thing in the morning, or maybe you wake up in the middle of the night and you just have this thought that you can't get out of your mind. Make note of it, or do a little voice note or something so that you remember it. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. What else do they need to know right now about their career and money? What do they need to know? Messages for the collective. What do they need to know right now about their career and money? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective, please. What do they need to know about their career and money? What do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. We have a Two of Swords in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse. So there's that, the milestone, or the celebration, or the stability, it feels like I don't know if there's other people or competition or jealousy coming through, and it feels like, again, maybe you're going into a time of year where it's highly competitive, because it feels like nothing's really coming of it when you listen to other people, or when you try to follow what someone else did, or someone else's path, or someone else's maybe suggestion. I don't know. This almost feels like you have to just stay true to yourself. Why the Two of Swords in reverse? The Fool in reverse. I do feel, guys, if you're waiting for something new to happen or start a new chapter, I don't think I'm seeing that there might be something that comes up that you don't see coming. Like an unforeseen circumstance. If it's not that, it's your view. That's maybe your energy is going towards feeling angry or competitive or upset over the fact that you didn't get this thing. But I am getting that just because this doesn't work out, it doesn't mean that it's not an indicator of your success. There's a lot of comparison here with other people that aren't even at your level, or they don't even go. You don't even go here. That's literally what I just felt. Like, what? Who are these people? They don't even go here. Because the only one that goes here is you. Even other people that work in your same industry or work with you. It's like I said, you're just kind of on your own path. And there's something very important to remember about that. Because whatever's going on around you, it almost feels like a distraction. It's not getting you anywhere. And maybe things that you even see these people accomplishing, it's not even things that are going to be long lasting, or, it's like not for you. So just keep that in mind. Also, watch your spending, going out too much, doing something repetitive for fun. That could lead you into a little bit of a financial having to save up. Yeah, be careful of your spending. What else? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of drink or a lot of fun. They're just saying slow it down for now. If that doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you. One more, Six of Swords. Don't worry, better days are coming. You're just not going to like what it looks like because there's a little bit of rain clouds that are clouding up your sky right now, but you're going to be fine, friends. Um, you know, come back and listen to this reading if you need a little pep talk. But like I said, this is where we're going to leave it at for today, but we are going to be checking in regularly. This is Capitulo Uno, which means chapter one of our career and money messages. And thank you so much for joining me here today, friends. You guys will have to let me know how you like this format. I appreciate you so, so much. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to do so. And I will catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.